I have a lot of pens, 390 to be exact, and I needed a way to see all of the colors. So I made a swatch of every pen. I wrote down which type of marker it was and the number, and then made a color swatch from each end of the pen. So it has the brush tip, it has the fine tip, and it has the chisel tip. After making each of those swatches, I cut them all up into the little squares and put them in sheets to laminate them. I spent a long time running them all through my laminating machine, seal them all up, make them look all beautiful, and then out came my paper cutter so that I could cut them all apart. It was much easier to cut the little squares by hand, which there I am, cutting them all apart. I only wish it was this fast. Then I needed to trim them square. It was a fun project, but it did take forever, and my hand was really sore by the time I finished this. So after trimming all the squares, I got the most adorable package of Velcro dots because I needed a way to add new pens if I got more or take pens out as they dried up. Sometimes I just needed to rearrange the colors. So I put a piece of Velcro on the back of each of the squares. Again, I really wish it had been this fast. I put the rough side on the back of the squares because the soft side is going to go on the piece of paper that they all go to. After putting Velcro on one side, I sorted them all into colors: reds and pinks, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purple and violet, and then black, brown, and gray. I then took those and put them in order, and not necessarily in numerical order because I do have Ohuhu markers and Sanjoki, and some of the colors are similar, some are different, some of the numbers are the same, some are different, but the numbers don't always go in order between the two pens from dark to light or light to dark. So I laid them out as they looked best, as colors matched, and the way I would be looking at them to pick out pens for my next coloring project. I then slid those sheets into plastic sheet protectors so that it all stayed together. It was easy to flip, and I didn't have to poke holes in the page. And even during this process, I found ones in the separation that needed to go in a different color. And I went back to that color, pulled up the piece off the Velcro. The soft piece of Velcro stayed on the paper perfectly, and then just rearranged them. Each sheet has 20 colors on it. And then I got my Trapper Keeper out and started loading the pages up. I put them front and back so that I could see 2 pages across of colors. And I'm absolutely in love with how it came out.